Have you ever stopped to wonder where the tools we use to navigate our world come from? What if I told you that the smartphone in your pocket or the GPS in your car has its roots in an invention that's over 1,000 years old? For centuries, humans have looked to the stars to navigate the vast, uncharted oceans. But there was a time when navigating the seas wasn't as simple as following the sun or the stars. The invention of the compass was the key that unlocked the world's oceans and ushered in an age of exploration and discovery. But what exactly is the compass, and how did it change the course of history? How did it evolve from a simple tool used by ancient civilizations to a crucial part of the global exploration framework? The past has a story to tell. If you enjoy uncovering hidden history, support the channel by liking this video and subscribing to Timeline Untold. Now, let's begin our journey. Civilizations to a crucial part of the global exploration framework. The past has a story to tell. If you enjoy uncovering hidden history, support the channel by liking this video and subscribing to Timeline Untold. Now, let's begin our journey. The compass had a humble beginning. It was first discovered in ancient China, where the magnetic properties of lodestone were used in geomancy. Little did they know, this simple stone would become the tool that would change the way we explored the world. The first compasses were used for divination, not navigation. At first, it was not meant for sailors, but for spiritual and magical purposes. It was the Chinese who eventually realized that magnetic properties could guide them, rather than simply predicting fortunes. Imagine sailing across uncharted waters with nothing but the stars to guide you. The ancient world was full of explorers who ventured into the unknown, driven by the pursuit of trade, empire, and knowledge. For centuries, the compass, a small but powerful tool, remained a mystery to the West, while the East had already embraced its potential to navigate vast distances. From the shores of China to the islands of the Arabian Peninsula, the compass was the silent force steering adventurers through dangerous seas and helping to forge the great trade routes that would shape our world. But how did this humble instrument evolve in the East? And what role did it play in the shaping of ancient civilizations? Let's take a closer look at the key stories that illustrate the profound impact of the compass on Eastern exploration. Story 1. The legendary Chinese explorers. In the 12th century, the Chinese invented the magnetic compass, but it wasn't until the Song dynasty, 960 to 1279 AD, that it became a pivotal tool for navigation. One such explorer, Zheng He, used the compass in his famous maritime expeditions. In the early 1400s, Zheng He embarked on voyages across the Indian Ocean, reaching as far as Africa. The compass was instrumental in ensuring he could navigate vast, uncharted waters, far from the coasts of China. Without it, his fleets might never have returned home safely, and China's influence in the East might not have spread as it did. The compass allowed Zheng He to build some of the largest fleets in history, becoming a symbol of China's naval might. Story 2. The expansion of trade routes. Around the same time, Arab merchants were beginning to trade goods between the Middle East and Asia. The compass played a crucial role in these merchant journeys across the Silk Road and the Arabian Sea. The Arabian traders relied on the compass to guide them through the desert and the seas, which had previously been treacherous and unreliable for long-distance navigation. This allowed them to establish continuous trade networks stretching from the Arabian Peninsula all the way to India, Africa, and Europe. The compass was not only a tool of exploration, but also a catalyst for the global economy that began to form in the ancient world. Story 3. The Japanese navigators and the role of the compass. In the 16th century, Japanese navigators used a unique version of the compass, known as the fukiente, to help guide their ships on oceanic journeys. As Japan opened up trade with Europe during the Nanban trade period, 1543 to 1614, the compass became vital for the first Japanese maritime explorations. One such journey was led by the Wokou pirates, who were known for their daring raids along the Chinese coast. They used the compass to sail the seas in search of treasures, and their expeditions marked the first documented use of the compass by the Japanese in distant oceanic travel. This helped to further establish Japan's maritime presence, which would later play a role in its military and cultural influence in the Pacific. The compass unlocked the seas for European explorers. But who were these brave sailors? Let's explore the impact the compass had on the explorers of the 15th century. Fast forward to the age of exploration, when the West set its sights on the unknown. Europe's thirst for new lands, treasures, and glory was insatiable, and at the heart of this ambition was the compass, the instrument that made the impossible journeys of the great explorers possible. From the audacious voyages of Christopher Columbus to the daring attempts to find the Northwest Passage, the compass became a symbol of human ingenuity and the quest for discovery. But what made the compass so essential to these pioneers, and how did it change the way they navigated the world? In this chapter, we'll uncover the fascinating stories of explorers who charted new territories and paved the way for the modern world, all thanks to the humble compass. Story 1. Christopher Columbus's voyage to the New World. In 1492, Christopher Columbus set sail to find a new route to Asia. His famous journey to the New World was made possible by the use of the compass. With his compass, Columbus was able to keep his course across the Atlantic, despite the vastness of the ocean and the unknowns ahead. The compass became his most trusted instrument after the stars, guiding him across uncharted waters. Columbus's successful journey led to the European colonization of the Americas, and the compass was seen as a beacon of exploration and possibility. Without it, his voyages might have never succeeded, and the world map as we know it today might have been vastly different. Story 2. Vasco da Gama and the Indian Ocean. Another landmark story involving the compass is that of Vasco da Gama, the Portuguese explorer who became the first European to reach India by sea. In 1497, he used the compass to chart his way around the southern tip of Africa and into the Indian Ocean, opening up new maritime trade routes for Portugal. The compass allowed da Gama to make precise decisions while navigating the treacherous waters of the Indian Ocean. His success not only brought wealth to Portugal, but also established its maritime dominance in the age of exploration. The compass an essential navigational tool in da Gama's journey, solidified its role as one of the most important instruments in the exploration of the world. Story 3. The quest for the Northwest Passage. In the 16th century, explorers from England, France, and the Netherlands embarked on daring expeditions to find the Northwest Passage, a shortcut through the Arctic that would allow them to reach Asia. The compass played a crucial role in this quest. Martin Waldseemüller, a German cartographer, used his compass to create one of the earliest maps that detailed the Arctic regions, motivating explorers like Martin Waldseemüller and Henry Hudson to attempt their own expeditions in search of the passage. Their journeys were often fraught with danger, but the compass allowed them to navigate through the frozen seas and treacherous conditions. Although they never found the passage, their efforts laid the foundation for future exploration of the Arctic and solidified the compass as a vital tool for navigating unknown and dangerous territories. Despite its success, the compass was not the only tool in the navigator's toolkit. In fact, a new technology would soon begin to challenge its dominance. While the compass was a revolutionary tool, it wasn't without competition. For centuries, sailors also relied on the stars and celestial navigation to guide their voyages. But as technology advanced, new methods of navigation started to challenge the compass, including the use of chronometers and later, GPS. The rise of these technologies signaled the beginning of the end for the compass's reign as the ultimate navigational tool. Even in the age of satellites and digital maps, the compass hasn't lost its relevance. Today, we use compasses in a variety of fields, from hiking in the wilderness to determining our orientation in outdoor adventures. The compass is also embedded in modern technologies such as smartphones, where digital compasses help us find our way even when we're lost in a city. As we look toward the future, the compass continues to play a pivotal role in the evolution of navigation. While GPS and digital technology have taken the spotlight, the principles behind the compass, finding direction, determining location, and exploring new territories, remain fundamental. Will we one day rely solely on digital tools, or will the compass continue to guide explorers into the unknown? From guiding sailors across uncharted seas to helping us navigate through the digital world, the compass has been at the heart of human exploration. Its enduring legacy reminds us of our curiosity, our quest to understand the world, and the tools we use to guide us through it. What's your favorite navigational tool? Do you think the compass will still be relevant in the future? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into history's greatest inventions.